What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Sorry about that. Sorry about the delay. Sorry. Just trying to get myself together. Good afternoon. Happy Friday. I know we're coming in a little bit later than we normally do, but it's all good. It's all good. What's up, Lemon Kush? Hey, Creative Diva. What's up, Lady V? Hey, Itty Bitty, Miss Corray. Hey, Xavier Bull. What's going on with you? I want to welcome everybody that's coming into the chat. As you come in, if you could please do what? Hit that like button. Let me share this video out, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. I can always tell when my notification is slow going out because the chat is slow filling up. But it's all good. Y'all know I've been here since there wasn't nobody in the chat but me, myself, and I. So we're gonna we're gonna keep this party going. I'm not gonna hold y'all up, but I am gonna share it out, and then we're gonna get this party started. So I hope everybody had a great week at work and whatever else you had going on. Xavier, I hope you had a great week at school or in class, I should say. I think school sounds elementary when you say school, but you are wait a minute. Hold on. This thing makes me sick sometimes. Here we go. All right. We are live. Oh shoot. Hold on. Ciao. Dang on it. Y'all, I'm having a time right now. Okay. We are live. Okay. Hey, Nicole Stevens, what's up? So the first announcement I want to make is, first of all, a shout out to Mims Make It Make Sense. I was over on his platform last night. We had a really good conversation about the Larry Reid, Tasha K situation. It was a very unbiased conversation. We just presented the facts. And we talked about how this has really branched out and affected other juggernauts. Oh, okay, Xavier. And we talked about how it has affected other juggernauts in this on this YouTube platform. Sherelle's World, Conscious TV, Armand Wiggins, Storm Monroe. Who else name came up? King Jives. So a lot of big time YouTubers who have over 100,000 subscribers have been touched. Wiley Show is in there. Daryl Moore, who's a smaller YouTuber, but he sort of kicked this whole thing off. So it was a really great conversation. But in the midst of that, there was almost 1,000 people in the chat. It may have gotten over 1,000 at one point, but I know it was well into the 700s. And he kept shouting my channel out. And between last night and today, I have picked up probably about 70 subscribers. I think last night, when I went in there, I had 9,000. I don't know, y'all. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I'm now at 375, as you see up on the screen. So we have 375 subscribers to get to 10,000, and he was really pushing. So shout out to Mims. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mims, for that push, for that shout out. And it was a lot of people there that was already subscribed to me, so that was a good thing to see. But we're getting there, y'all. We're getting there. So I just want to let y'all know that. So let me come on screen now. So if you are a new subscriber, if you are here from Mims's platform and you found me through last night's panel, drop down and say hi. We don't bite. Okay. And welcome to any new subscribers that might be in the bushes. And thanks for coming through. All right, so oh yeah, Mel's platform is doing so well. Oh my gosh, let me say something. Let's talk. It's Friday. I'm already late, and I don't have a whole lot of stories to talk. But let's talk for a minute. I am so grateful that I have stumbled, and I say stumbled because I didn't look for these people. These people came into my life, but I am so grateful that I have stumbled into a YouTube community that is supportive, that wants everybody to win, that understands that enough for everybody. You understand what I'm saying? For those of you who've been around since pre-Panny over here on my channel, you guys remember the Justice League, right? And the Justice League was it really was organic. It was a group of YouTubers who all reviewed the same show who said, hey, let's do some stuff together. And we ended up doing interviews together and reviews together, and we created a community. For those who do not know who was a part of the Justice League, it was myself, Abby, L Teddy, Giving You the Realty, Scotty by Nature, Cast Me Out, and YB Entertainment. Cat does his podcast now. He doesn't really do reviews anymore. Every once in a while, if something tickles his fancy, he'll come down and do one. But he really just focuses on his podcast. YB sort of got away from doing the reviews as well. He sort of got more into, healing and spiritual healing and politics and things of that nature. And y'all know what Scotty and T are, because y'all see us still doing the Whether You Like It or Not panel. And of course, my brother and sister Abby and El Teddy. And so from that, I just continue to meet people, and it's just been I appreciate it. I know somebody's gonna complain and be like, it took you too long to get to the content. But we're just talking today. So I'm sorry. If you're watching this in the replay and you're ready for me to get to the story, just red ball through this for a few more minutes, okay? But I'm just giving y'all a little history, and I'm thankful that in that I have stumbled into, dang, Abby, I'm sorry, boo. I'm just thankful that I have stumbled into just a community of people that support, and that we support each other. I just don't have that in my heart to be hateful. I mean, I don't own YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And it's enough for everybody. It's just enough for everybody. So anyway, that being said, so thank you again, Mims. I really, really, really appreciate that. Chasing Down. Let's do a little programming update. I need to put it on my community wall because there's a lot of new shows that I'm going to be reviewing that are coming up in the next couple of months. So let's just run it down real quick. Bel Air starts next month. I absolutely positively will be reviewing Bel Air, but I'll be doing it on the TSF platform. So thank you, KK. I just went to the hairdresser today, girl. I just went today, girl. I got my color touched up. You see, I got the color done, girl. I got the color done. But I'll be reviewing it over there on the TSF platform, right? TSF Entertainment. So y'all know I'll give y'all the links if you're not already over there, and we have a good conversation. Tatiana Ali, who played the original oh shoot, what's the little girl name? It's Hillary and Ashley. She played the original Ashley. She will be joining the show. Meanwhile, my hair do arrive today. I can't do it with you. And so I'm looking forward to seeing that. Tonight we have the premiere of The Real Friends of WeHo, which is starring Todrick Hall and some other folks. It is coming on after Drag Race. I'm going to watch the first episode. I think I'm going to review it. If nothing else, y'all know, just to but I think I'm going to review it. I'm going to see how long I can kind of deal with it. We're going to try. We're going to try. So I'm going to watch the first episode, and I'm going to let y'all know how I'm feeling about that. Y'all know RuPaul's Drag Race started this month. I've been reviewing that. Ready to Love, been reviewing that. Growing Up Hip Hop, although they're getting on my nerves, but I'm reviewing that. I'm just ready to see this whole Romeo thing situation play out, because anyway, and then of course the return of Chasing Dallas. You guys know I love my Chasing Reality. It is a web-based platform on YouTube, and they create content. They have a whole franchise of chasing. There's Chasing LA, Chasing Dallas, Chasing Atlanta. And they have a talk show over there that's called The Chat Room. And they've had other content through the years. So Chasing Dallas is coming back. It is being produced by my friend, Markel Logan. You guys know. And for those, again, who've been here and been rocking with us, y'all know that how we roll with that platform. I will be interviewing Markel next week. So be on the lookout for that. I will be interviewing Markel next week, and just talking about the upcoming season, him going from in front of the camera to being the executive, to being the producer behind the camera, and all that goes into that. So we'll be talking about that. Hey, Virgin Love. Love and Marriage DC premieres tomorrow night, and I will be going live and doing a live review after the show. Last year, I did like a watch party, which was cool and it was fun or whatever, but I think I'm going to do what I was doing for Love and Marriage Huntsville. When I'm home on Saturday nights, which unfortunately is more Saturday nights than I care to think about. But I'm gonna just do the live review. So y'all meet me here tomorrow at 9:30, and we're gonna talk about this love and marriage DC situation. Okay. So yeah, that's it. That's a lot. That's a lot of updates. That's a lot of updates. Um, I was gonna make this a separate video, but I'll just go ahead and do it now. On the book club side, I'm getting my life together. But the book that we were reading, The Perfect Find by Tia Williams. Remember, we never really finished the book. For those of you that were on the book club, we wasn't really feeling the book. Remember, we were like, I'm not really feeling it, and we never really finished it. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and finish it, and here's why. I told you guys they were making it into a movie. I did a video on it. It's on the book club. Abby, if you could drop the link for the book club if anybody's interested in joining the book club channel. I dropped the video over there. Netflix made a movie out of the book, and that movie is supposed to drop, I want to say, late next month. It is starring Gabrielle Union, and the trailer will be coming out soon. I've seen a couple of still pictures from it. So because they made it into a movie, I'm going to go ahead and finish the book. I really wasn't feeling the book. I really wasn't liking the book, but I like the author. I do like Tia Williams. So we're going to finish it. We are going to finish it. Big Girls Don't Cry. We're going to finish it because I got a copy back and I've been reading it. I picked up the book. I actually have it in my book bag over here. So we're going to finish those up. I also have a third author who I'm trying to get an interview with, and we're going to be reading her book. Her books, I'm working on that, so that'll be coming up soon. That we'll be doing that. Okay. It's directed by Numa Perrier, who's an amazing writer and actress. Her first movie is amazing. Yeah, I'm a support it. I'm going to support it. So we're going to finish the book, and then we're going to when the movie comes out, I'm gonna do a movie review and sort of compare the book and the movie. Abby dropped the link to the book club. If you are interested in joining the book club, it is there. We trying to get it together, child. We trying to get it together. I think that's enough for announcements because people are really gonna be like, yeah, it take you. Do y'all know how many times I get comments? It take you too long to get to the story. You talk too much. So I'm gonna have to whatever. But anyway, so let's get into the show. Um, First of all, I don't even know where to start here, child. All right, let's see, where am I going to start? Her first film is Jezebel, about her life as a sex offender. Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out. Is it on? Where's the streaming, Xavier? Where can I find it on, like, Netflix or something? Tell me where to find it, babe. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know where to start. Okay, let me start with the small stories that I just sort of like updates. So the first update we had, Tory Lanez said that it's reported, and he didn't say it, and he didn't say it. It is reported that he regrets not testifying in his trial, and he feels like it's on Netflix. Thank you. And he feels like he was misled by his lawyers. Let me say this, and if either one of my attorneys are in the cut, y'all drop down and answer the question for me, please. Simone or Pam or any of my subscribers that are attorneys and I just don't know you're an attorney. Please drop down and answer this question for me. It is my understanding that, first of all, most defendants, contrary to what we see on TV, a lot of defendants do not testify. Because the problem is, once you testify, it sort of opens you up to stuff that maybe your lawyers were successful in keeping out. Or it opens you up to you saying the wrong thing, or you tripping over your own words, or you saying the one little thing that you don't think is a big deal, but the other side. I mean, they're trained. This is their job. They're trained for this. So my understanding, and again, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, is if he had gotten on the stand to testify, it could have possibly, I don't think it's an automatic thing, but it could have possibly opened the door for other things he's done. For example, the assault on August Alsina. Um, for example, the assault on the boy from Love and Hip Hop Miami. Showing that he has a pattern of losing his temper, right? Especially if alcohol is involved. I just feel like, yeah, you might have been able to get on the stand and tell your version of the truth. Because again, I say it's your version of the truth because none of us know what happened when none of us there. We all have an opinion, but nobody really knows. But I don't think it would have been a good idea. I think your lawyer gave you good advice because I feel like just like when Kelsey thought she was being smart and getting up there and acting like, well, I don't remember. Well, I didn't say that. Well, I don't think I said that. Well, I don't remember saying that. And I think she really thought that was going to get her off of what she had said prior. I really think she thought that was going to save her. And then what it did was it just opened up the door for the prosecution to be able to bring her tape in of her interview, which the judge had originally said no. The judge had originally said no, it's overkill. We don't need the 3 hour or the 40-minute, however long that audio was, 70 minutes, I think it was. We don't need the 70-minute interview and her testimony. Let her testify to what she said. And because her testimony did not match, then it opened up the door for the lawyers to be like, Judge, hello, like we need to now play the tape. And the judge was like, okay, you're right. And I feel like it could have just as easily been something like that for Tori. Oh, thank you. Mwah. Thank you, Audria, for being a new member. Thank you so much. Speaking of which, we're gonna be having a members check-in sometime in the next couple of days. I don't want to lock myself down to the exact day and time, but we will be having a check-in. Y'all know we've been trying to do this New Year check-in thing. I'm still trying to figure out the best way that I can do it and be inclusive because I think this is important. I don't think that necessarily needs to be a members only situation, but I have to figure out a way to make it inclusive, y'all. I do. Where we're not putting out, I want people to also feel comfortable to speak freely too. So with members, the good thing about doing stuff like that on members only is that I think people feel more free to say certain things that maybe they don't want to say for everybody because they know it's a limited audience. It's just the members. So I'll figure it out. But we will have a check-in. And y'all see we're getting closer and closer to that 1,000. I mean, Lord, 1,000, that 10,000 mark. So y'all know what that means when we get to 10,000. His prize would come in as an impeachment testimony. Okay, Marlon Morris, thank you so much. Yeah, I just don't think that would have been a good idea for him. And I think that his lawyers did give him the right advice. I think I can say his lawyers may have fumbled the ball in other areas, but I don't think that was one of them. And again, I ain't go to nobody's law school. Y'all know I graduated from the Law School of Law and Order via Matlock University. So I do not know, but it just seems to me. Lady V said, forget them people. This is a tribe meeting, and sometimes we have housekeeping and bulletin board notes to discuss it. Thank you. I know my people. Listen, I know my people love me because y'all come back. If y'all didn't love me, I'd be still sitting in the room with me and myself, talking to myself. Because, like I said, when I first started doing this YouTube thing, that's who it was. It was me, myself, and I. Okay. So, this guy, we got here organically, y'all. That's why some days, I'm grateful the other day I had 200 people in the room. I was grateful for that, but today we got 67 and I'm still grateful. Whoever come through is who come through and we're going to have a good time. So, Lady V, thank you, my love. I appreciate that. I do. Sometimes when you get a lot of negative stuff, it starts making you think, well, maybe I do need to do this. Maybe I do need to do that. But I appreciate y'all telling me, no, you good. Keep it moving. You good. So, thank you, my love. Oh, I mentioned you in the chat on Thursday on Old Lady. I said Old Ladies First, Old Ladies First panel as a good option for a co-host. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Hey, Kenneth, what's up, my love? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow, that really made for real. That y'all just don't know when people think about you in a way. I appreciate it. And thank you so much for the cash app. I do. I appreciate that, my love. I do. I do. I do. Oh, that's sweet. Well, trust me, if they ever call, you are the person that I have to thank. And if they call, I'm running. I'm going to go running. If they come calling, baby, I'm going to go running. And that's the truth. That is the truth. Okay. Always have a good time listening to the daily celebrity gossip. Thank you, Bossy Don Diva. Every time I hear that, I think of like an old dance hall Don Diva. Like I don't know why, but dance hall pops in my head whenever I dance hall. Um, yes, she should. I will, girl. Child Bondi Blue, Niecy and Jamie, that's me. Come calling. I am running. I met Jamie when I was in Atlanta, and she's a sweetheart. Like she really is a sweetheart. I enjoy her channel. I watch her. Well, I watch all three of them. And I definitely enjoy her. And she was when I met her. You know, again, sometimes you meet people you don't know what you gonna meet. But I mean, well, look who, looky here. I know Abby was waiting for her new debit card. Welcome back, girl. Welcome back, Abby. She was waiting for her new debit card. Thank you for rejoining because you ain't have to, girl, but I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. All right. So anyway, that's that, child. The other update. Okay, let me give y'all a little update on this Larry Reid situation. I was listening to Larry Reid before I went live. He's on his Patreon. Listen, he didn't convince me to get his Patreon now. I said I'm only gonna stay a month so I can get all the tea. But he got a month out of me. So I was listening to his Patreon. And let me tell y'all the tea. A little bit of tea. I can't, I can't tell y'all everything that goes on behind the walls because then, I don't want him coming after me. But I can give y'all this tea because he know what's going to get out, child. He be having 1,000 people in the chat. He know what's going to get out. Well, really more than that, but that's another conversation. Listen. I know he's been wavering back and forth about whether he's going to sue Tasha K or not. He said he's suing her. He said he's going to take care of Levontre first. He's going to get that lawsuit done. He is refiling. Remember, that's a jurisdiction issue, not because he's scared. It's a jurisdiction issue. He is refiling. That's according to what he said today. He is refiling that lawsuit. He said that when I get done with him, Tasha K next. So he's not going to sue her simultaneously. And the reason why he changed his mind was this. It's one thing for the defamation. The second one is it's that malicious intent. He thinks he has a very good case for malicious intent. And here's the thing about malicious intent. And again, my attorneys in the room drop down, tell me if I'm saying this wrong or if I'm not. It may not be the word for word definition, but let me know if the intent, if my intentions are not accurate. The malicious intent part is that you knowingly or you have a reasonable doubt that what the information is not true. Either you know for a fact it's not true or you have a strong, reasonable doubt that the information is not true. And that's where you get into that malicious intent piece. So here is what Larry Reid feels like he knows, or he feels like there's a malicious intent to this. The first thing is, in his estimation, again, I'm not taking sides. In his estimation, the receipts, because there are discrepancies in Levantre's story, because he has changed his story multiple times, and because Larry Reid had a conversation with Tasha K where she confronted him with the accusations and he told her, I absolutely did not do this. He feels like that's malicious. The second thing is he actually found text messages of conversations when him and Tasha K were friends when all this was going on the first time around with Daryl Moore, with Tasha K saying to him, I know this isn't true. You need to sue them. You can't let people play with your reputation and play with your name. We know these are lies. Also, they have Tasha K in Daryl Moore's chat saying, these are all lies. Why are you spreading these lies? He said he gave that to his attorneys. And so it sounds to me like, again, I ain't go to nobody's law school. Kenneth, he has said multiple times on multiple platforms that he did not do it. I have heard him say it. I mean, he said it on that call that I played y'all. On the call that when Tasha K called him, and on that call, He said, I didn't do it. I'm not guilty. I didn't do anything. I didn't do it. He has said it on his platform. I heard him say it on Armand Wiggins' platform. Like he has said I absolutely have not done it. So I don't know what more people. I mean, I've heard multiple people say I didn't do it. I mean, he needs to say whether he did it. He needs to say whether he did it. He has said it. Now, whether you believe him or not, that's another conversation. But he has absolutely said it. The standard is when someone publishes info with reckless regard for its truth or falsity. Did I say that right? Falsity. So would that fall under that umbrella, Marla, in your opinion? And again, like I said, I'm not taking no sides. I'm just saying that I know a lot of people were like, well, if he don't sue Tasha K, that don't look good. I'm just letting some people know that he said he gonna sue her. Now listen, don't nobody know what's really gonna happen until it happens. But the one thing is true is that it's not cheap. These lawsuits are not cheap. I mean, it's interesting for us and it's content for us, and we love to talk about the lawsuits and all of that, but this stuff ain't cheap. So, but anyway, so that's that. That's just the update on that, child. Larry Reid is going to go on Storm Monroe's platform with Armand Wiggins. They're going to interview him, and he told them that no question is off limits. So I'm sure for those of you that want to hear Larry Reid answer the question point blank, did you do it? I'm sure that's going to be probably one of the first questions they ask him. And he said he's going to answer it. I mean, he said he's going to answer every question they ask him. So I think that's tonight. I don't know that. I think it's tonight. But if you go to Storm Monroe, I'm sure it's already. I've seen the thumbnail. I just don't remember the exact date. Wait a minute. I have it right here. Hold on. Because I took a screenshot of it to send it to somebody to tell them, ooh, look at this. Y'all know I be gossiping, child. I know I be gossiping. Here it is right here. Okay, yeah, tomorrow on Storm Monroe's YouTube channel. So Storm Monroe, Larry Reid, Armand. It's called the Confrontation. That's the thumbnail I saw. It's called the Confrontation. So I do not know the exact time, but it's gonna be on Storm Monroe's channel. I thought YouTubers have prepaid legal. Through who? If they do, I don't know nothing about that. Thank you, Yana. Thank you. The truth has become so muddled. And that's why I said at this point, it's polarizing. Either you believe it or you don't. You know, I don't think if you are convinced that Larry Reid is guilty, I don't really think there's anything he can say to change your mind. And if you are convinced that Larry Reid is innocent, I don't really think there's anything Tasha K can say to change your mind. I think if you've already made up your mind, now if you're in the middle, okay, you might be open to hearing it. But I think if you've already made up your mind, I just don't think there's anything anybody can say. Yes, if Larry Reid was previously vindicated in another case. Okay, so I guess that's why they're going to sue Levante first and then go after Tasha K. Okay, I got it. And I'm sure that depends on the outcome of that case then. Okay. Lion K refuses to do or be better. She is willfully and utterly uncaring about being truthful. And my only thing is this, and the reality is this, you don't have to, hey, mother, I called you earlier because I got a kiki for you. But hey, mother, my love. Oh, I got a kiki for you and I got something else for you. So I'm going to call you when I get off of here because I got to talk to you about something real quick if you're not out in them streets. If you're not out in the streets, I have something. But anyway, so that's the update on that, child. I'm sure y'all can go watch the Storm Monroe interview, and I'm sure Storm Monroe will ask all the questions that you want him to ask. I'm sure. Thank you so much. You know, I just came from the hairdresser. I just got me a fresh color. You know, you see my roots, honey. I got my fresh color. But thank you, my love. Me and my hairdresser be in there arguing, child. We be in there fighting. I'm in the middle because I am biased against known liars, but I don't want to discount a victim. And I understand that. And I feel the same way. Like, I do not want to discount a victim, but the source, sis, I just got a side eye. But anyway, I'm like I said, I've reserved all opinions. DJ Mustard. Now, for those who do not know who DJ Mustard is a big time producer. His net worth is over $10 million at this point. He's made a lot of hits for a lot of people. Now, some of you may remember that a few months ago, him and his wife announced their divorce. Okay. But let me give y'all a little backstory on this situation. DJ Mustard and his now soon to be ex-wife have known each other since they were 19 years old when they both had $0 to their name, right? Ain't have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of. I'm like, TS, I'm gonna stay in the bushes. Yeah, you know. Like I said, I've tried to stay very much in the middle. I told y'all I've heard Larry Reid's receipts. Now I'm waiting to see what these other receipts that Tasha K say that she has from the young man. I'm gonna wait. I'm right here. They coming for Tasha K, and that lady had to flee to Africa and work at not work at Trick Daddy's restaurant. Oh, Audrey, you wrong. Not work at Trick Daddy restaurant down to the Miami. Y'all are wrong. Y'all are wrong. Okay. Um, so they were together for like 11 years, right? In that 11-year time period, they had a couple of children. I think they were together longer than that. I think they were together a long time, but they had a couple of children. And he went from being worth $0 to being worth $10 million. They mess around and get married, right? They have this elaborate wedding. They get married. 18 months later, child, he live. Is he talking about what he talking about? Because you know I had the energy for him. Tracy, don't be sending me that daggone. What he talking about?
How many colors?
I'll go check that out later, child. I'm just gonna screen. I'm gonna screen record it. I'll go look at it later, see if it's worth talking about. So, um, anyway, so they got married. They had this elaborate wedding. You know, they finally got married after however many years they were together. And they get divorced 18 months later. And because she didn't sign a prenup, which, girl, I don't know why you didn't, but okay, this fool left her with nothing and even told her, well, it's time for you to go get a job. Sir, excuse me? Wait a minute, what? Sir, so it's time for me to go. What? We've been together since we were 19 years old. I probably dealt and put up with a whole lot of mess out of you. You in the studio, you working with all these people. You didn't went from shit to sugar, and now it's after 18 months of a marriage, it's divorce time, and you don't leave me with nothing, baby. What? So now she done got nasty with the divorce, which I don't blame her. You know, normally I don't give women a lot when they go in and they ask for these crazy amounts of money for child support. Y'all know I normally don't support that. Y'all know I don't get down like that. But in this situation, y'all, I'm with her. She done went to court and she done asked for eight. Y'all can't even say this with a straight face. Child, she done asked for $80,000 a month in child support. 80, 82 to be exact. Should have asked for $82,000 a month in child support. Now the reality is she ain't getting $82,000 a month. But I guess she figured, you gonna screw me? Well, I'm about to screw you. Baby, she gonna get a good chunk off of him because I think they got like 3 kids. And he, like I said, he makes a lot of money. She about to get you. Oh, she about to get you, sir. I listen. She about to get you. And if she get the right lawyer, a good lawyer might be able to get her ass out of that damn prenup. A good lawyer might be able to argue malicious intent. I don't know, y'all. Y'all know I didn't go to law school. I'm just making shit up. But I just feel like y'all were together for 11 years and y'all couldn't stay married longer than 18 months. And it just so happened that conveniently you married her and you convinced her not to sign a prenup. And now all of a sudden you leaving her with nothing. I could even see if he said, listen, I don't want to be married with you, but I don't want to be married to you anymore, but I do want to do right by you because we've been together for so long and you're the mother of my children. I could even see that. But you was just like, well, it's time for her to go get a job. Sir, what? So you about to take care of her whole lifestyle. For real, you are. You about to take care. Like, I don't know. I don't know what that prenup said, but you must have thought that prenup was ironclad. And maybe it is, because again, I ain't read it. But she sure went to court and asked the judge for $82,000 a month. I said, I ain't mad at you. Listen, closed mouths don't get fed. Closed mouths don't get fed. You better ask for that money. You better ask for what you want. Oh, he done stopped already. Okay, I guess he ain't really had nothing to say, child. Because he done stopped talking already. Um, oh no, he's not. He's still talking. Anyway, Khalees dropped on an interview that said she didn't any money because Nas didn't have any. Nas got money now. Nas got good money now. He's got a cannabis company and all kinds of stuff. Nas got money now. I mean, I do know that he had some rough times, but he good now. She better get that back child support rocking. Um, Y'all know YouTube be playing games with these notifications. You know what I've noticed, y'all? I have noticed that the weekends are bad for these notifications. I have noticed when I go live on Saturday, Sunday, and I guess Friday, the notifications are bad. They are really, really bad. Show some women pics trying to shade, how the stuck queens be. He is pulling stunts. See, I, the other day he was on his live, and I didn't even play it for y'all, but he said that sage is witchcraft. When people burn sage, it's witchcraft, and you're bringing witchcraft into your home, and that the sage opens the portals for the demons to get into your home. I'm not making this up, y'all. He said this, that burning sage opens up the portals for the demons to get into your home. And he started talking about the different types of demons. And I guess it got so good to him, he forgot. And he said, homosexuality. I said, oh, okay. I said, there he go again. I'm sorry, y'all. Bishop Whitehead. We were talking about Bishop. Abby was telling me that he was live. Bishop Whitehead, child. Give me a quick second, y'all. I'll be right back. Give me a quick second. Sorry about that. So, so anyway, that's what he said, child. Like I said, I ain't even bring it to y'all because I was like, I don't even have the energy for him. But that's DJ Mustard. And I hope, listen, like I said, y'all know I normally don't be defending these things, but I hope that woman get everything she want from him. I just think that's dirty. I just feel like you still blocked on his IG. Miss Kiki, you got blocked. I don't say nothing. I just listen. I don't drop down and say nothing in his chat. I just let him talk. Oh Lord, the woman daughter does shown up in the live. Ooh, ooh. Well, I'm screen recording, Abby. We might have to come back later and talk about it. We might have to come back later and have a Kiki about it, child. You drop down, Miss Kiki. Y'all stop dropping. Woo. In the category of information we did not need to know, Carisha, aka Lil Miami, she interviewed Trina on her Revolt talk show. What's it called? Hey Carisha, or Carisha Hey, or I don't know what's the name of her show. Xavier, I know he know the name of it. And in the midst, I mean, when I said they get mad, but a lot of rituals in Christianity root in paganism. Exactly, teach. Listen, exactly, T. Jones. Exactly. Carisha, please. Thank you. I knew you would know the name, Xavier. I knew my boo would know the name. So, in the category of information we didn't need to know, Carisha lets people know that she enjoys golden showers. Now, listen. Far be it for me to look down my nose on whatever floats your boat. If it don't affect me and it ain't illegal, baby, have a good time. Okay. There's all sorts of different types of kinks out there that I may or may not, it may or may not do it for me. But if it do it for you, far be it for me to judge you. I just don't always need to know about it. Listen, I just don't always need to know. And I just feel like that fell in the category of information we didn't need to know. Because now what is trending is, I'm gonna put it in the chat, P-E-E Diddy. Okay. Now what is trending is P-E-E Diddy. Instead of P Diddy, P-E-E like P. I just didn't feel like we needed to know none of that. Right. Exactly, Cindy. Portal must be open on Thanksgiving and Christmas because Sage is a cooking spice. It's popping off. Okay. Okay, Marty. That's exactly. Marty said, listen, if that's the problem, then Sage just pop it anytime somebody, decide they're gonna cook with it, right? We don't kink shame around here, right? That's what I'm saying. I don't have no problems with the kink. I have friends, yeah, I've told y'all before, I have friends who are swingers. I have friends who are part of the leather community. I have friends that's just downright just nasty. And they like, well, I don't want to say nasty, but you know what I'm saying, kinky stuff. I don't judge none of that. I just don't feel like Carisha needed to tell on the public platform. That's her. Listen. It's her thing. She said she likes it. Girl, do you? Girl, do you? But because you are romantically linked to P. Diddy, P-E-E Diddy, people are going to automatically feel like that's the kind of stuff that y'all do. And that's what it is. And again, I don't care. Because there will never be a situation where me and her will be in any sort of romantic entanglement where it's going to be a concern. Okay? I ain't saying nobody, but do you at least get a poncho? Child. No, that would defeat the purpose of having a poncho, Candace. You got to feel it. Feel it. Raining down on you. Child. But yeah, that she just didn't need to tell us that. I just don't feel like that's information we need to know, child. TJ Holmes allegedly is being reported that TJ Holmes had an affair with a 17-year-old intern. Was it 17? I don't want to get it wrong. I told y'all that TJ Holmes want to start talking about suing ABC. I told y'all that every little thing that he did, thought, or said was going to come out. Didn't I tell y'all that? ABC not going to play them games with him, especially if he wants to use the race card. What's up, my piece? Okay, 24. All right, 24. My bad. Thank you, Bobo. 24. It was Trina's reaction for me, child. But that's what I'm saying to y'all. I said that last week. TJ Holmes is now going to have to deal with every rumor, innuendo, maybe even real situations, because ABC ain't going down without a fight. And I promise you, before they fired him, they knew it went to legal review. That you saw how long they waited to fire him. They review all angles of this before they said, okay, your services are no longer needed. A company like ABC, aka that's owned by Disney, they don't play them games. Tracy's not here, but Tracy's in HR. When you get fired from a company like that, that's not no we not we're not thinking about the ramifications. They went through and made sure that they were covered. Whatever violation in the contract, whatever they feel like, it was all covered. And now we're starting to hear these stories about all these other women that he was with while he worked there. That's not by accident. Tracy, you hear, oh, hey, girl, you in HR, you know what, am I wrong? That stuff goes to legal. HR don't just, not at a company like that. They don't just sit around and be like, oh, we going this is what we gonna do. Oh, well, this is what we gonna do. Oh, well, this is what we gonna do. I promise you. My brother TJ have supported for too long, but I can't just support stupidity. Interns are off limits. And that's blatant. Like, that is blatant sexual harassment. That is a subordinate. That is a subordinate. If this woman went to HR and told her story, now the only problem is, did they cover it up and now they're using it as a weapon against him? That's going to be a question. And if I were his attorney, that's a question I would ask. I'd be like, well, y'all knew about this already, and y'all didn't act until you needed some ammunition against him. Could backfire, but again, I'm sure ABC is covered. I'm sure they have crossed all their T's and dotted all their I's, child. I'm pretty certain. I knew those two would be given their walking papers. You don't become the main story ever. Yeah, and the fact that the story kept getting worse, like, again, like I said, had he been legally separated from his wife and she had been legally separated from her husband, they might have had a leg to stand on. But this thing started off messy. Right now, it is turning into some Matt Lauer mess. Absolutely. Because we're talking about interns, we're talking about subordinates. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. We cross our T's and dot our I's, send some paperwork to the legal team before we let specific people go. Exactly. And somebody like the host, the face of a show, promise you, I absolutely promise you that they crossed all their T's and dotted all their I's before they sent them their walking papers. The fact that it took them so long to fire them tells you that they went through the whole process of making sure they were good. They didn't just fire them as soon as this happened. They told them to take a break. They put them on leave while they wade through everything. This is a prime case that social media made it worse. Everybody wants a piece. Social media did make it worse. I agree. I don't know. Insiders have said that ABC has covered up a lot of stuff for this stuff. I believe it. Absolutely they did. Absolutely they have covered up stuff. Absolutely they have. There's no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. All right. All right, y'all. In the category of, in the dumb criminal category, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. In the category of dumb criminals, Young Thug and his dumbass friends, and I don't even know have any other way of saying that. Young Thug and his dumbass friends. Yesterday in court, Young Thug and his co-defendants, who are there for a whole RICO charge, one of his co-defendants allegedly passed him a Percocet in front of the judge. Allegedly, I mean, there's a video. You can clearly see in the video where he walked past Young Thug, he dropped something in his hand, and immediately the marshals run over, and the marshals are like, yo, what's up? Now, to Young Thug's credit, he dropped it immediately and was like, hey, bruh. Allegedly, it was a Percocet. The guy that passed him the drugs was searched, and they found all kinds of stuff on him, and they had to send him to the hospital because he had ingested more. They found tobacco wrapped up with seasoning to throw the smell off, like household seasoning to throw the smell off. Rolling papers. Child, they found all kinds of stuff on this boy. Now, let me read. Hold on. Let me just read y'all some of this stuff. It's just a mess. Hold on. According to reports on Thursday afternoon, Young Thug and his co-defendant Khalif Adams were caught conducting a hand-to-hand drug exchange inside the courtroom during jury selection. Reportedly, Judge Urife Glanville has had to pause jury selection 3 times over drugs, arrests, and a health scare. Y'all, this trial ain't gonna never happen. The whole video footage, excuse me, the video footage seemingly shows Khalif Adams approaching Young Thug to shake his hand and using that moment to hand off contraband to the rapper. However, a court officer spotted the transaction and confiscated the drug, which was later determined to be a Percocet pill. Following the crazy incident, one of Thug's attorneys, Keith Adams, claimed that his client had nothing to do with the alleged transaction. He stated the following: "The reality is Mr. Williams, aka Young Thug, had nothing to do with what went down in the courtroom yesterday. One of the co-defendants on his way to the restroom attempted to pass something to Mr. Williams, who immediately turned it over to the deputy. Yes, because the deputy went over to him and said, 'Give it to me.' He didn't raise his hand and say, 'Sir, I have something to give you.' The deputy walked over. You can see it on the video that the deputy walked over and was like, 'Yo, what's that? What's going on?' He further said, and he did not know. We don't know what it is. Don't know. It's been turned over to the deputy right away. The deputies took action. The individual who had the contraband, not Mr. Williams, was taken to the back." Oh, but it gets worse. Y'all ready for the second half of this? A YSL member's mother is willing to do anything for her son, even if it lands her behind bars. According to reports, YSL rapper Yak Gotti's mother, Lakeisha Kendrick, was caught by officers trying to smuggle her son tobacco in a Fulton County courthouse. Latasha Kendrick, 51, was charged with 1 count of criminal attempts to commit a misdemeanor. Prosecutors claim that she and Naisha Cox, Yak's baby's mother, concealed tobacco in personal items to be delivered to the rapper. Latasha was immediately arrested. Law enforcement issued a warrant to arrest Naisha, Naisha Cox, but she has yet to be detained. Prosecutors are accusing Yak Gotti of multiple crimes in the YSL RICO case, including murder. As you may know, the alleged founder, and then it just goes on to talk about the RICO case. Yeah, yeah. The level of ghetto-ness that I am witnessing in this YSL situation. It's sad because it's not funny, but it is funny, but it's really more sad than anything else. Y'all really don't get it. Y'all are in serious trouble. Y'all are looking at some serious jail time. And the more y'all act the fool, and the jury isn't sequestered. They know what's happening. They're not stupid. It's not going to help y'all's cause at all. They should know that they're too high profile to be pulling these shenanigans. Exactly. Everybody is watching this trial, and it's on camera. Like, people see what's going on. My kids know if they ever go to jail, I'm not even visiting. There's no way I'm handing you stuff in court, right? And you gonna go to jail over some damn tobacco? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that people should do drugs, but I mean, if you're gonna risk going to jail, I mean, child. So that's in the category of the dumb criminal, because I don't that That's just stupid. Alec Baldwin was arrested on involuntary manslaughter charges yesterday. If you guys remember, I guess it was about a year or so ago, Alec Baldwin accidentally shot and killed a PA on his film Rust. So Emily D. Baker did a whole breakdown on her channel. Y'all know she's an attorney, and she did like a whole hour and a half long breakdown reading through the indictment and explaining the legal definitions and all that good stuff. What I've been able to garner, I'm sorry, what I've been able to garner, right, Abby, I think they do think they in a movie. I think they do think they in a movie. What that the weapon, which was a prop gun, but it was a real gun, if that makes any sense, right? It wasn't a plastic gun, it wasn't a fake gun, it was a real gun that if you put real bullets in, obviously it can hurt somebody. What the reason why Alec Baldwin and I think the other producer are being charged is because they did not follow the proper procedure, right? They were violating whatever the standards are on a film set as far as weapons are concerned. There's no reason in the world why that gun should have had live ammunition. So whoever loaded the gun, whoever put it in there, like, that's another conversation about whether they're going to be charged or not, right? But the reality is he mishandled the weapon because they said that even that he had the weapon and he pointed it directly at the woman, pulled the trigger, and that happened. Um, they didn't settle because that was, you're talking about a civil case versus a criminal case. This is a criminal case. They've never. This is the first time they've charged. There was a civil lawsuit which I believe was settled, but civil and criminal are two different things, Kenneth. The DA can still bring criminal charges even if a civil lawsuit was settled. It's two different things. So he is being charged criminally, which means he could go to jail. Um, and again, it sounds like the question is, did they follow proper procedure, and was he reckless in how he handled the weapon? Which, yes, it's an accident, right? But the reality is, it's an accident, but you did it. And so, involuntary manslaughter means that it was an accident. You didn't mean to do it, but it resulted in someone's death. No problem. We're about to get off here in a few minutes. Anyway, so that's the question: did it result in someone's death? So that's like if you're driving a car recklessly and you have a car accident and someone dies as a result. You didn't mean to kill anybody, but because you were driving too fast and it was raining, or because you were trying to go around a car and you crossed over the double lines, like your negligence led to this, even though that was not your intent. And that's the very definition of involuntary manslaughter. Um, Again, if you want the full breakdown, you guys can go over to Emily D. Baker. Like I said, she did a whole hour, I think hour and a half long. She answered questions that people asked. So if you want to, I'm sure that if it gets to trial, it'll be definitely be everywhere. Yeah, if it gets to trial. I don't know if it'll actually get to trial. And this is in New Mexico. So we're not talking about Hollywood where a lot of the laws make, but this is New Mexico. So thank you, Bat. It was the person who loaded the gun and Alec Baldwin. Thank you. I knew it was somebody else that was charged. Thank you. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. So y'all, that's what I said. It wasn't a lot today, but I wanted to come down here. And listen, I apologize. People were hitting me up yesterday. Y'all was DMing me. You was leaving messages under other videos about me going live yesterday. I didn't go live yesterday. So I guess from now on, I have to let y'all know if we're not having a tribe meeting. My apologies, y'all. I did the teacher project yesterday, and then I did Mims's panel, and so I didn't go live yesterday. So my apologies, y'all. My apologies. Tomorrow I probably will not have a I have a tribe meeting, but we will be going live after the premiere of Love and Marriage DC at 9:30, I believe is what the time I said we're gonna go live is at 9:30 tomorrow. So that's what it is, y'all. I will talk to y'all later. We have RuPaul tonight, Ready to Love tonight, and this new show, Real Friends of WeHo. So we're gonna see what that looks like, y'all. I will talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.